Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be testing the intensity of the glow of these radioactive rats. The other day I went to Meijer and I discovered that this specific Meijer I went to happened to have every color of the Lion brand DIY Glow Cozy yarn, aka glow in the dark tube yarn. When I went home, I decided to make a rat out of each color. When I did this, I noticed that not every color glowed at the same intensity. So today, we're doing a little experiment. By the way, if you are interested in any of these radioactive rats, I sell them on my website, nichecrochet.com. Sign up for my newsletter to get notified when these go back in stock. My next restock will be March 21st at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be there. Anyways, so I am going to be rating all of these rats' glow from A to F. F basically means it's not glowing at all. It's like if I took Mr. Shredded Cheese right here, took him to a dark room, and tried to see him. Where did he go? D basically means I think I see it. It's like when something technically glows in the dark, but it glows so dimly that you kind of doubt yourself and you doubt that you're even seeing anything glow at all. C means that it is definitely glowing, but it's kind of disappointing. It's basically just a step above D. It's certainly glowing to the point where you're not doubting yourself, but the glow is kind of sad. B means that it is a standard, solid glow. It's what you would expect from something that claims to glow in the dark. A means that it could basically light up an entire room. It's the kind of glow that could be compared to a freshly cracked glow stick. As you already know, glow-in-the-dark objects need to absorb light in order to emit light. The best light for glow-in-the-dark objects is ultraviolet light, or black lights. If you already have a black light at home, then it will be the perfect light to use on your radioactive rat. The next best thing is natural sunlight, so if it's a bright sunny day outside, put your radioactive rat outside and it will glow like crazy. I have this grow light that I use on my plants that emits a small amount of UV light. As soon as I bought this bulb, I noticed that it makes my radioactive rats glow way more than the soft yellow light from lamps. So for today's experiment, I'm going to put each color of the radioactive rat under the grow light for several minutes and then rate the glow. Before I do that, I wanted to see which part of the yarn was actually glowing. This yarn is called tube yarn, or t-shirt yarn, and it is made of two parts, a knitted outer tube and an inner stuffing. I removed the stuffing from the tube and placed both the tube and the stuffing under my grow light, and this is what happened. Now that we know that the outer tube is the one that's actually glowing, let's begin our experiment. Look at the color of each of these radioactive rats and place your bet on which one will glow the brightest down in the comments. Will it be the white rat, the blue rat, the purple rat, the neon yellow rat, or the minty green rat? Let me know down in the comments which one you think it will be. Let's get started. We're gonna start with the white rat. I'm about to turn the light off. Focus. Focus, please. So this is a pretty solid glow. Obviously the bottom is not glowing as much because it wasn't shining on the bottom, but the top, yeah, that's a very solid glow. I would give this a B. It's not lighting up the room, obviously, but this is exactly what I would expect out of a glow in the dark object. So B for the white rat. Next up, we got the minty green rat, otherwise known as the OG radioactive rat. All right, moment of truth for the OG. Okay, this one's interesting. So it glows a lot more on the camera, but this is actually dimmer than the white rat. There's also these two stitches that aren't glowing as bright for some reason. I think I would still give this a B because it's not dim to the point where it's disappointing. So yeah, I would definitely give this one a B as well. Next up, we got the aqua blue rat. All right, aqua blue rat, let's see. Whoa. Yeah, this one is lighting up the room, look. Okay, you actually can't see it on camera, but it lights up the curtains when I shine it on the curtains. So this one, I would probably give this one an A. Probably like an A minus if I were to be more specific, but definitely an A. It's a little bit more glowy than the rest of the rats, so this is definitely a step above the other two. So far, aqua blue rat is the glowiest radioactive rat. Up next, we got the lilac rat. All right, lilac rat, let's see. Okay. So I feel like these all appear the same on camera, but this is probably a B minus for me. Yeah, this is pretty much the same as the white and the minty green, but it's a little bit dimmer than those two. So I'm gonna give this maybe a C, honestly. I'm gonna give purple lilac a C. Now this one, neon yellow rat, this one I've been the most excited for. So let's see how well neon yellow rat glows. In fact, just under the UV light, he has a reflectiveness to him that's really cool to look at. You know how all of the other rats kind of just went purple as soon as I turned on the light? This one kind of starts to glow just being under the light. So I'm excited to see how this turns out. All right, let's see how he does. Okay. He looks like he's the dimmest out of all of them. Look, his tail is glowing brighter than he is. Honestly, this is the most disappointing one. Wow. I mean, not so disappointing as to give him a D, but he's definitely lower than the previous one. Maybe I'll give him either a C minus or maybe even a D plus. We'll see. So I thought it would only be fair to compare them all together side by side before giving them a final grade. So I'm going to let all of these rats sit under the UV light and give them a final grade based on how they glow compared to each other. All right, these rats have been baking for quite some time now, so let's see how well they glow. Okay, so here we can really see the difference between the rats now. So if we want to compare them to the rest of the rats, this one is the glowiest one on camera and in person. This one is the second glowiest. This one's the third. This one's the fourth. And this one's the fifth. Which means that the blue rat has the brightest glow and the neon yellow rat has the dimmest glow. So overall, I would keep the A for the blue rat, keep the B for these two, keep the C for this one, and probably give this one a D. So obviously, as you all just saw, the losing rat of the day is the neon yellow rat, which is honestly quite unexpected. You would think that out of all of these pastel colors that this one would glow the brightest. It reflected the light the brightest, but it didn't seem to absorb the light as much as it should have. So this one was the dimmest rat, and its final rating is D+. Now the brightest rat was the aqua blue rat. This one has a solid A- glow, and it was the brightest out of all the rats. If you guessed right at the beginning of the video, and you guessed that the aqua blue rat was going to be the brightest rat, then I'm about to give you a thumbs up. If you got it wrong, close your eyes for this. Ready? Okay, you can open your eyes now. That thumbs up was for the people that guessed that the aqua blue rat was going to be the brightest rat. Good job, everybody. Nonetheless, all of these rats glowed perfectly fine. There has been a lot of skepticism online that this Lion brand glow yarn barely glows at all, and I'm here to say that the yarn does indeed glow. And even the dimmest glowing rat still glowed perfectly fine. I did rate them a little harshly, but even then they were glowing perfectly fine. If you are interested in purchasing any of these rats, like I said, visit nichecrochet.com and sign up for my newsletter to be notified when they go in stock. I also sell possums, and I sell Mr. Shredded Cheese, and I sell a tinsel rat replica. So if you are interested in any of that, go to my website and sign up to be notified. Also, if you're like me and you love to crochet, I also sell my crochet patterns. I sell the crochet pattern for the rat and so much more. So visit my website or my Etsy if you're interested in any of my crochet patterns. I also have a series here on YouTube called Will It Rat, where I try to make rats out of a ton of different materials. I've tried to make a rat out of tinsel. I've tried to make a rat out of pipe cleaners. I've tried to make a rat out of plastic bags. This one's name is Plat. And if you're interested in any of that, check out the rest of my channel, watch my other videos. Thank you for watching my video. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. I have to go. I have to finish making this clown possum, so goodbye.